Let's talk about using the compromise effect to boost your sales. Psychology in digital marketing is gaining a large foothold in the industry thanks to the finely tuned nature of selling products and goods online. Where the market used to be dominated by brands and savvy entrepreneurs, online marketing can now safely be called a saturated market where only the smart, motivated, and sometimes extremely lucky survive. There are tons of psychological studies to be used. Actually, it's quite surprising that the psychology of sales is just hitting the digital world of internet marketers as hard as it is. Sure, it's been around in bigger marketing firms for years and has seen considerable success in certain marketing circles and forums and programs, but we've come to the point in time where every internet marketer out there needs to at least be aware of the psychology of marketing and sales. Luckily, there are tons of studies already conducted, as well as tons of information out there about the basics. These ideas aren't anything new, they just haven't been properly utilized by most internet marketers yet. One prime example that always comes to mind is the compromise effect. So, what is the compromise effect? The compromise effect has been used by the food industry for decades, particularly on menu items. This translates over to any website that offers a few different options or calls to action. For example, a program with multiple levels of membership is the perfect candidate for the compromise effect. In a nutshell, the compromise effect states that the customer will rarely buy the least and most expensive item offered when more than two items are offered. So this won't help if you have two sizes or tiers up there, but if you have three or more, you should really try this out. The spread works something like this. The lowest price item will seem like an inferior choice to the customer, and even though it costs less, it'll seem unattractive. This will garner well under 30% of the total sales, mostly for people that are interested but on a minimal level. Add the option for your customer to upgrade later and you might bump these numbers up a little, but why would you want to unless it results in a higher profit for you? Because most lower tier packages create the least profit. The highest price item will seem not only overpriced but also overwhelming for the average customer. They'll feel like the item is only for professional use and that they don't really need all those bells and whistles. In most cases, they're right. The professionals and highly motivated buyers make up the percentages here, bringing in about 20% or less of your total sales at this price point. The middle item will seem most logical and fairly priced. It's neither too little or too much. Just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, it's just right. Well, at least it'll appear that way to the consumer once they make the compromise between paying too much for stuff they don't need or getting the bottom rung on the ladder. That's what boosts the middle of the road items up into about 60% of all sales. So you need to use this knowledge for profit. Knowing this, it's best to try to make your highest profit item also your mid-priced item. This will slant the compromise effect in your favor, gaining you more sales and higher return on investment. Some marketers might even want to price out the higher packages, since if you get a few sales, you still make more money, but will also raise the sales of your best selling item. So try this out, try using a few different packages, and you can even experiment with the pricing to try to get it just right, push people into that middle item, and ultimately make more money.